hair, but my God, she's an annoying personality vacuum. Do you think that's for my husband? I'd give my spleen for Claudia Winkleman's hair. Gemma, that's quite dramatic. As if Claudia Winkleman uses Head & Shoulders, no way. No, why would you say that? I do, it's this. Here we go, Head & Shoulders Supreme. It smells delicious. It can be hard to keep a clear head. If you're struggling, Calm is here. Search a part of it together.
Every generation knows how to help the next generation survive. The knowledge, love, and care is vital to the survival of the next. We are the first generation to know that we are destroying our planet and could be the last that can save it. Become a WWF member and help protect our planet for the next generation. Call 0800 038 0912 or search WWF Join Us.
To play at your best, the slightest adjustments can make all the difference. Every move, every turn, every angle. And when you shave, it's no different. Mach 3 Turbo, made for expert control. Skin Guard, made to help stop irritation. ProGlide, made for our ultimate closeness. So whatever you face, you can always show your best side. Gillette, made of what matters.
It's all too easy. Is it in Hazard? What a finish. Incredible strike. Luis Suarez, and what a wonderful, wonderful goal.
Played in. Inter have taken the lead! And there's the final whistle, and Inter have beaten Lazio 3-2 and qualified for the Champions League!
Can't stop us, no matter how they try. Can't stop us now, not you and I. Can't stop us, no matter what they do.
Milinkovic, eccolo servito, potrebbe anche calciare, prepara il destro! Una fucilata da fuori da parte di Milinkovic-Savic con Padelli che era rimasto immobile. Brozovic per vie centrali, sta arrivando Lukaku a rimorchio, prepara il mancino Lukaku, stracoscia! Ripartenza micidiale dell'Inter.
Joe Draver against his old club, and Strakosha beats it clear, and then it's sucked in by Ashley Young. What a way to announce his arrival in Italian football. Milinkovic-Savic lurking, Skriniar goalkeeper in a mess, Immobile missed it. And they've given the penalty, and it's Stefan de Vrij who's given it. Of all the people to give away a penalty between Lazio and Inter.
Quinto della ripresa, parte immobile con il destro! C'era il grande, non sbaglia mai, neanche nella sfida scudetto. 26esimo gol in campionato in 24 partite.
Great ball in as well, too high, Milinkovic-Savic. And Brozovic on the line is Milinkovic-Savic. And it's 2-1. They have turned it around. The tide, the match, seem to be turning in Rome. A goal to send the capital into delirium. Skriniar. Is Eriksson. And Young. And this time Martinez. Offside. impossible.
Twinkling feet as well. It's a great cross. What a start for Brazil. Everton puts Brazil in front. Gabriel Jesus, the architect, with some simply wonderful football yet again. If they had a roof on the Maracanã, it would be raised right now. Advincula. Cueva goes again. And again Christian Cueva. And it was threaded in. It's a penalty to Peru. They have the chance to get back on level terms. So cool, 1-1. You cannot put them away easily, this Peru team. And they are back in it. Firmino for once couldn't keep it, but his ability to work back like that is absolutely exceptional. And here goes Artur. Gabriel Jesus for Brazil. The magic just keeps coming. Gabriel Jesus restores Brazil's lead. Now this could be big, and Roberto Tobar makes a massive call here. He sends Gabriel Jesus off. Everton found some room, took on all comers, got knocked out of the way, and penalty for Brazil, won by Everton, and it might win them the trophy here. And Richarlison clinches it surely for Brazil. It's 3-1. Brazil end the 12-year wait. They have won the 2019 Copa America. Everton started it, and Richarlison of Everton sealed it. They're going to enjoy this moment. Make that 9 for Brazil. Brazil win Copa America 2019 in the Maracanã in Rio de Janeiro. And it simply does not get much better than that.
Another masterpiece from the maestro of football. Oh, yes. Oh, what a goal.
Are you kidding me? How did he save that?
It's an unbelievable finish.
Watch all this great action this weekend on the Premier Sports Pack.
He's trying it. Oh, what a goal. Incredible strike.
João Felix with the finish. Messi!
Barcelona versus Atletico. Live this Tuesday on La Liga TV.
Claudia Winkleman has the most fantastically shiny hair, but my God, she's an annoying personality vacuum. Do you think that's from my husband? I'd give my spleen for Claudia Winkleman's hair. Gemma, that's quite dramatic. As if Claudia Winkleman uses Head & Shoulders, no way. No, why would you say that? I do. It's this. Here we go. Head & Shoulders Supreme. It smells delicious. It can be hard to keep a clear head. If you're struggling, calm is here. Search apart but together.
This mother rhino would do anything to protect her baby. But when poachers come armed with guns and chainsaws, how can she protect herself? Please adopt a rhino with WWF for just £3 a month. Call 0800 035 7103 or search WWF Adopt a Rhino. 3 rhinos are killed every day. We need your help to keep them safe.
To play at your best, the slightest adjustments can make all the difference. Every move, every turn, every angle. And when you shave, it's no different. Mach 3 Turbo, made for expert control. Skin Guard, made to help stop irritation. ProGlide, made for our ultimate closeness. So whatever you face, you can always show your best side. Gillette, made of what matters.
To stand and shine, different style, different vibe. They can all come with the talk, I'ma come with the action. I'm that type of guy. It takes. I swear you don't need no handouts. I can't sit down as part of the normal crowd no more. No, I just came here to stand out.
Well, welcome back to Turin. The good news for Juve fans is they're currently heading for a 5th consecutive clean sheet in all competitions. The bad news is, at the moment, they're heading for just a point from should have been a routine win. The rumour goes that they wanted to rest Ronaldo tonight, but because goals would be so easy to come by for him, he didn't want to be rested. He wanted more on the tally. He's had a great chance, hasn't taken it. Higuain, I'm sure we'll see at some point if it doesn't go Juve's way, and there is a general sense of frustration, but also because it's 11 against 10, Tony DeRigo, a general sense too that Juve will find a way.
Yes, absolutely. It does seem just a matter of time, and of course with that firepower on the bench to come on, you can just see Lecce certainly getting ran ragged, can't you? There's one of them, Douglas Costa, now back fit. When he's on top of his game, that's really superb. Takes the place normally of this man here, Bernardeschi, but he's been okay, apart from not being able to see across the line and getting himself offside 3 and 4 times, which frankly is ridiculous. But these guys here have been superb. They really have shown plenty of spirit. They will certainly be able to take something out of this game, as long as it doesn't end up 4 or 5 in this second half, because this isn't where their big battle lies. It's future games against their opponents in and around the bottom, with their survival hopes will certainly succeed or not. But tonight so far they had been very good, but you just feel hard 45 minutes. This second 45 is going to be even more tough.
Yeah, it feels that way. Luca Rossatini, it's a very well-travelled player in Serie A, the age of 35, is about to come on, formerly of Torino, so this game always has an extra edge. He replaces Petriccione. Just legs in that midfield, unless Petriccione felt something, I suppose. So there's the change. Our referee, Marco Piccinini, who's now shown 4 red cards this season. Certainly no argument about the one in the first half. (11 against 10), and Juve continue their search for a very necessary goal. Remember, they go 7 points clear with a victory here tonight. Strong challenge there from Matuidi on Rispoli.
Yes, it certainly was, but the Warriors, straight from the kickoff, the Lecce midfielders just retreated. They just went backwards, so they kind of know what's coming, but surely they can try and engage a little bit, but they know it's going to be a rearguard action. And every sort of little stoppage like this, they're going to take their time, aren't they?
He was caught in the mouth, wasn't he, Rispoli? You could see the point of the elbow of Matuidi. Canting his teeth, but I think he's okay. But yes, stop-start does not help Juve. He'll be fairly unimpressed, the great man Pavel Nedved, so far. You can hear his message to his teammates. Just a cut on the lip, quite a nasty one. To clear away. Lecce, by the way, at the moment remain the only Italian club to have played at this specific stadium and remained unbeaten. One trip, a 1-1 draw in 2012. Marchisio scored, then Bertolacci with an equaliser. Quadrado was sent off when playing for Lecce, but they still managed to get a draw. They would keep hold of that statistic if they could win or draw tonight.
Complaining about challenge from Vera. He does not get the ball. He takes out Quadrado. Foul not given.
Making Serie A debut tonight, Brian Vera. Here's Matuidi. Rabiot for Ronaldo. For Quadrado. Too predictable though from Juventus, not moving it quickly enough. The same old criticism. Dybala. It's a great ball in for Bonucci. Again, De Ligt felt he was being held as Bernardeschi drives it back in. Now Falco, no support at all, and he's won the free kick. That's excellent centre-forward play.
You're right, he's done well just to retain possession, going absolutely nowhere, and goes down under the touch. But here again, set pieces really are a problem, aren't they, for Lecce? As the ball comes across, it's Bonucci with an absolute free header. Does everything right, heads it down and back. Nothing doing there either. Come dancing.
De Ligt and Rossettini. Because De Ligt initiated the contact, that's why they're not interested. Too much of that will not work in Lecce's favour, just giving it straight back. Here's Ronaldo. Now Pjanic. Clumsy from Rabiot, and again Falco wins the free kick. No surprise to see Douglas Costa getting ready. I think Sarri has seen enough.
You're absolutely right. Falco, of course, being so short, gets a knee in the ear.
An ear on which he has, on the inner part of it, a tattoo, which looks painful to me. Here's Pjanic. Now Dybala. Pjanic for Quadrado again. Really searching delivery. Bentancur was diving into challenge, behind for a corner.
I think it's really important as well. Yes, Juventus can keep the ball for absolute fun, but they still have to put the ball in the dangerous area. They are trying to score after all, so get it in there. Get Lecce turning and defending.
Is it going to be Douglas Costa for Rabiot, I wonder? Here's Dybala to curve one just wide. He saw an opening and he just tried to pick his spot.
Well, we've seen this so often, haven't we? Dybala just curls it in to that top corner. Didn't quite get the bend he required.
It is Rabiot. It's that change you were talking about really in the first half. They don't need that extra man in the midfield.
No, they don't. Because quite simply, the Lecce midfielder just dropping back to be a screen for the defenders. So take one of them off and put Costa a bit further forward, get running at them. He'll hopefully inject some speed and pace.
There's the lift. Still plenty of time for Juve, and they're far too experienced to panic at all. Dybala. Douglas Costa, the relentless rhythm of Juventus. Bonucci was in there. That's a poor giveaway, and it's Ronaldo for Dybala, who does it again. It is a pearl of a goal as he picks out the top corner. And Dybala's influence is growing at a crucial time of the season, and Juve have the breakthrough.
Well, Paulo Dybala, he has got a wand of a left foot. He's shown it time and time again. Fortunately, with an awful pass, sets up Ronaldo. And one touch from Dybala. Where's he going to put it? Well, on a sixpence right in the top corner. That's where Gabriel in the Lecce goal, no chance. So accurate. Brilliant from the Argentinian.
He got it seriously swerving too. Now then, what can Lecce do? These are dangerous times, because if they risk too much, they risk being humiliated at the other end as their legs start to tire. Lost 5-1 in Turin in February '94. They've lost 4-0 twice. I'm not suggesting 5-1's on the cards, but it could go wrong very, very quickly.
You're right, it could be anything, couldn't it? It just also up to Juve, how much they push and go for it. Goals are no doubt going to be there. Lecce's going to be dropping deeper and deeper. If they somehow have any energy to get forward, well, I'll be surprised, because they'll certainly get caught again.
Matuidi. Bernardeschi.
Push for it.
Bentancur. Now Cuadrado. Now they're moving it that little bit more quickly. Full of confidence suddenly, Juve. Dybala. Douglas Costa trying to pick out Ronaldo. It's funny how much the goal changes the game. Lecce suddenly look 15% more tired, and Juve have a spring in their step and look likely to get a second. Here's Douglas Costa. Dybala went over, so too did Ronaldo, and the referee's unimpressed by both of them. Now Rispoli. Delict across to deal with him, and takes everything.
Great challenge. Absolutely. Ball and man.
Sarri did say this week that, well, he came from Dutch football where they don't focus much on defending, so he had a lot to learn.
Here's the first player going down, Dybala, then Ronaldo. For me, absolutely nothing in either of those. Giannini correct.
Douglas Costa. Dybala trying to tease it through. Here's Pjanic. Dybala's still down, just getting to his feet now. Douglas Costa. This time tries to drill one positively for Matuidi. On 29 of their last 34 Serie A home games, unbeaten in the other 5. The real powerhouses here, with or without a crowd. The moment they're going 7 points clear, Juve. Here's Blaise Matuidi. A rasper that Gabriel had covered all the way.
Certainly worth an effort as well. And I think it's important that, yes, Juventus keep the ball, but there has to be an end product. Just at times, I think, when it does go wide, try and get one or two runners from midfield and get the ball in there.
Here's Ronaldo. Much improved here, Lecce, after that abject display against Milan last time. Liverani at least will be happy with that.
Swivel and a shot from Ronaldo. Doesn't seem any space there at all. You can just tell, can't you, now that the Lecce players are getting slower and slower. Chances are coming.
His goal has been absolutely key. By the way, watching the replay a couple of times there with Ronaldo, and by no means am I singling him out, because there are several repeat offenders. He's not the worst. I know he's brilliant and everything, and one of the great players of the last 20 years, one of the great players ever, but you see those replays, wonder how a player as good as him isn't embarrassed. Certainty with which he claims the penalty. Anyway, each to their own, I suppose. Here's Cuadrado. Oh, Ronaldo's waiting. That's a great defensive challenge. Donati who got back. De Ligt for Bonucci. Now Bernardeschi. Quickly out for Cuadrado, in towards Ronaldo, goes over, penalty this time. Juve have a chance to make it 2.
On first viewing, I think Rossettini, I thought he got a piece of the ball, but you can see the way that the ball goes once Ronaldo touches it. It doesn't change course, it doesn't change its spin either, so it does seem like Rossettini Didn't get any of the ball. Down goes Ronaldo again. And that's why you always question yourself, don't you? Because when he goes down, doesn't necessarily mean it's a penalty, but it does seem to me that Rossatini didn't quite get there in time.
Ronaldo will take it, of course he will. Just wait for it to be confirmed. Into the final half hour. This to send Juve 7 points clear. Thumped home by Cristiano Ronaldo for goal number 23 of the season. And Juve may just have creaked the floodgates open here.
Just look what it means to him as well. That's why he wants to play tonight. Here is the penalty. He gets in front, steps up and just slams it straight down the middle. Keeper makes a move, can't get back. Ronaldo's got his goal.
Falco. Now, there was all sorts surrounding him before this game. Rumours that he was injured and wasn't even on the bench. Maybe slated to play. But he is on the bench, and on he comes. Best remembered with Fiorentina, made 99 Serie A appearances for them. Senegalese striker, on loan at the moment from Sassuolo. And useful, but I suspect facing a thankless task here. Babacar caught on the ankle. Welcome to the game. Start all over again against Sampdoria next time. In huge game for them. It's easy for us to sit here and say, oh, they'll take plenty from this ahead of that, but one thing saying it, it's another starting again and doing it. Here is Kuma Babacar. Did you see that wince? I mentioned that he had a niggle. Wonder if he just felt it there. Remember, you have to make your 5 substitutions in only 3 batches. Liverani's made 2, both single substitutions, just worth bearing in mind. Oh dear, Babacar is caught again there.
We just see the penalty. Just gets there first with a toe poke, doesn't he? And around the corner. I think you're right, Babacar's in the walls, isn't he, as well? Let's hope he's going to be okay, because Liverani certainly needs fit bodies for the run-in.
Well, you'll tell me, if you've got a niggle and you come on with it, you don't really need heavy contact twice in a minute.
No, exactly right. I just wonder if it's the same injury or a new one as well, but whatever it is, he's trying to run it off. It doesn't look completely free of it yet.
Now Bonucci. Douglas Costa. I do wonder, by the way, if that penalty will create some debate. Forward now to Dybala, trying to twist his body underneath it and do something extraordinary. Didn't happen.
Well, he's smiling. It would have been extraordinary, because I would have thought he'd go with his right foot. He's onside, then he just flicks out the left in the end to try and somehow connect as well, but it would have been some goal.
Yeah, going back to the penalty, you can absolutely see why he gave it and why it stayed a penalty, but there is a school of thought to say he got the ball. It's just a really strange angle. One of those funny ones. Give everyone something to talk about anyway.
When it first happened, I actually thought the same thing. I thought he did get a piece of it, but looking at it again, it just didn't kind of deviate at all, but they've given it. 2-0. It's a scoreline that Lecce have to contend with, but listen, we always thought this was going to happen in this second half. It's just now damage limitation for the away side.
Just to draw a line under it, I just wonder, one of those, if he hadn't given it, was there enough evidence to overturn that decision? Anyway, he gave it, Ronaldo scored, and here we are. Beautifully drifted in by Dybala, and Bentancur and Bonucci both missed it. And a smile too from Cristiano.
It's wonderful delivery, it really is. Didn't quite know why. I think it's Bentancur didn't go with his head. That was Bonucci who tried to volley it instead. Ronaldo couldn't quite get there either, but that corridor in between the goalkeeper and the defenders, with the strikers coming onto the ball, is a perfect delivery.
44 Serie A goals now for Cristiano Ronaldo. As Aaron Ramsey prepares to come on, Ronaldo is the top scoring Portuguese player in Serie A now, having gone too clear of the previous holder of that record, who took a bit longer to get there, Rui Costa. The excellent Bentancur makes for Ramsey the end of his 100th Juve appearance in all competitions. Another chance for Aaron Ramsey for the final quarter of the game. Some talent sitting up there. Bonucci, Dybala. Tweedy with a first-time cross, and Ronaldo denied by an excellent save from Gabriel. He comfortably could have had a hat-trick tonight.
That's a miss. That really is a miss, and he knows it. That, for him, is an easy chance. All he does is head it down straight to the goalkeeper.
Pjanic's best, that. Communication breakdown. What about that for a first touch? Flashy one from Douglas Costa.
Wonderful control initially. After that, strong defending. Here we see again.
So good in the air as well. That remarkable spring, but normally perfect contact as well. Trying to get a message there to Luca Rossettini. He will keep cajoling them and pushing them and trying to get a tune out of them. Hope that it's enough. Ramsey. Here's Aaron Ramsey again. Oh, lovely play, and Blaise Matuidi to pull it back, and again the final ball eludes them. De Ligt is winding it up, and flicked behind by Gabriel.
Good save in the end from the Dutch defender, De Ligt. Just steps forward and lashes it, but good play, wasn't it, from Juventus? Popping it around really well, and eventually it comes out to the central defender. I think that was just about going in. Gabriel, good stop.
Swinger from Bernardeschi, just a little too high. Less said about that from Douglas Costa, the better.
Here's a shot again. It was probably just hitting the post, wasn't it? But Gabriel needed to get a touch. And here's the header. And for Cristiano Ronaldo, that is a miss, no doubt. He's so accurate normally and precise with his headers. Not that time.
Well, here comes a player who's made a big impact since joining in January, the Czech international, Antonin Barak. He's been out with an injury and he eases his way back here. It's Mancosu who makes way. Player has made a... Damiani, the Lecce president, here and watching on and doubtless worried. Douglas Costa just skipping away. Cuadrado to his right, tried the harder ball for Dybala. Cuadrado. Now Bernardeschi. Here's Douglas Costa. Happy with their display, but they know at the moment that it's enough. Time for a bit of him, maybe. Looks like it. Lecce have now conceded twice at least in their last 6 Serie A away games. And for all that their away form is slightly better than their home form, starting to desert them. There's no shame in that happening here. But they need something, particularly in front of no fans in the rest of the season. Next away game will be at Sassuolo, who are showing some good form at the moment. Here's Matuidi. Ronaldo. Nucci, slightly overconfident, he took a touch and tried to play a 1-2. What about that for a pass from Douglas Costa? Ramsey on the turn, denied by Gabriel. It's relentless now for Lecce. Juve preparing double change by the looks of things. Taxidis. The ball's going to be put out of play. It's all gone a bit ragged here, Tony.
Yes, it certainly has. Unfortunately, Lecce are just retreating. I think legs and minds have just about given up here. I'd be delighted to hear the final whistle. Not much energy out there from the team in blue, but they keep going.
Time for Higuain. Dybala after another outstanding goal. The one to make way, the difference maker for them.
What about this feat? Douglas Costa, the ball to Ramsey. That first touch as well from Ramsey is superb. Gets his shot away quickly. Good save, Gabriel.
Serie A debut for Simone Muratore, one of the stars of the under-23 team. He will, it would seem, complete his medical ahead of a move to Atalanta this week, a €12 million move. But he gets his chance to play for Juve. Really looking forward to seeing him play. Maybe not for 13 minutes here, but certainly once Gasperini gets hold of him. Another Lecce change now. Marco Calderoni. It's another single change from Liverani. Vera's first start has concluded. Liverani did say he doesn't like 5 substitutes. How can you change the rules halfway through and all that? Maybe he's being stubborn, only using 3. Now it's Higuain with just about his first contribution, and it's very nearly a goal.
Well, one thing in his mind, isn't it? Just let rip. As soon as he gets an opportunity, almost getting his name on the score sheet. But yeah, Liverani, it's interesting, isn't it? Only made 3 substitutions. I think, not sure about stubborn, I'd call it something a bit stronger than that, because surely in this sort of situation, I'd be resting 1 or 2 players that I could. Of course, Mancosu has gone off their top striker. And Barak, give him 20 minutes, that's fine, but rest another couple, because the war certainly is to come.
It's the 69th time, by the way, that Ronaldo and Dybala have started a game together. And it's only the 4th time they've both scored, 2nd time in a row. And it goes from Douglas Costa. Ronaldo felt he was being fouled. And then he's penalised for the hand, but if there is anything, they'll have a look. Don't worry about it.
Well, there's no doubt that he handballs it. He's just offside as well. I think there's too much in there, but Rispoli, I think, has got a bit of his shirt. But Ronaldo, instead of heading it, does put the hand up. He knows that she's going a little bit too high.
Well, rightly or wrongly, the minute you saw that replay, you know it's just not deemed enough. Here's Muratore. Douglas Costa. Babacar. 10 to go in Turin. Dybala, Ronaldo, Juve going 7 clear. Douglas Costa for Aaron Ramsey. One point to make about man on the ball now, Simone Muratore, and his move to Atalanta. Who's this? He's, as you can see, he's got some size about him. He's tall, really good on the ball, likes to play in midfield, but Can also play at centre-half, is adaptable. Ball-playing centre-half. Now you see why Gasperini likes him. Playing on the left wing before you know it.
Absolutely right. I remember doing the Atalanta-Lazio game, Gym City there. Centre-half, played more left wing, left channel, up front. Absolutely fantastic. So let's see how the young man does, but certainly here tonight, just got a job in midfield, but it's an easy one. Here he is on the ball.
Yeah, it's nice for him to get a bit of the Juve story in the first team. Now Cuadrado. With Babacar. Down to 10 men since just after the half hour. Another bang on the leg of Kuma Babacar.
He's just, it's like a magnet, unfortunately. He's getting hit every time he goes near the ball. There was Douglas Costa with a swipe at the ball, but Babacar, since he's come on, there must be a target on his knee, simple as that, and his back. Look at him, still limping around.
Useful header there for Barak. Babacar involved. Calderoni. I thought they got nudged off it there. Now Ronaldo. He'll be so frustrated if he ends up with just one goal tonight. Now he wants to move inside and continue to tease them, and it's Higuain to return with a goal. The weight of the world on his shoulders these past few months, but there's a moment of joy for Gonzalo Higuain.
Delighted. All the players are as well. He struck it ever so well. Ronaldo picked the ball up, and you could see that he really wanted to go for goal himself, but he got edged across to the right, and that back heel to Higuain. But 3-0 now. It's just about right when you're playing against 10 men for that length of time. Certainly should be that far ahead. Once Ronaldo gets it on the left-hand side, he's always going to run at Donati. He'd go out or inside. He likes to cut across, and that back heel is sumptuous. It comes off the knee of Donati, unfortunately, as well, but Higuain, he had a sighter early. As soon as he came on, he wasn't going to miss that high into the middle of the goal to make it 3.
Prior to this game, he hadn't scored in 7. His worst run ever in his career is 8. Little tiny bit of relief. I know players don't much like statistics, but it would have felt like a long time. Here's Barak. Calderoni with a good positive run. Juve just went to sleep there. Touch from Muratore, and Szczesny holds on. Great to see that solidarity within the players. It's been a horrible time for Higuain, and they were all on their feet. You could see how much it meant to the whole squad that he got his goal. Now Douglas Costa, burst of acceleration. When he does that, you wonder why he's not starting, and you wonder why he lets himself down so often. Such a talent.
Yeah, he certainly is. I think at the start of the season he did start, didn't he? And he got a run in the team. I thought he was fantastic. But then, of course, injuries yet again just unfortunately stunt his progress.
Whipped in again by Douglas Costa, and De Ligt was there with no one in attendance to turn it home. It's a curious goal, but it's his 3rd for Juventus, and now they lead by 4 goals to 0, and it's all getting a little bit much for Lecce.
Absolutely right. It has gone wrong for Lecce, but what a strange goal. How can the ball bounce 2 yards from the goal line, and the goalkeeper, Gabriel, does he go backwards? Just takes a step back. Rossatini leaves it to his keeper. Keeper leaves it to his defender. And all that happens is De Ligt can stoop in and get his goal. It's a good ball in, but got to be better communication.
He had time to think about coming for it. He stayed rooted, as you say. Well, stays like this, it's the third time that I've lost 4-0 in Turin against Juve. Fourth time that I've lost here by 4 clear goals. And they've now certainly lost that record as being the only Italian club to have played in this stadium and not lost here. They've very definitely lost. And it might be about to get worse. Oh, it's a great weaving run, and Gabriel acrobatically denies Douglas Costa. It looks to me like legs and minds are tiring here. Now Ronaldo, shoot on sight from Juve, Cuadrado. Again, Babacar.
I shouldn't laugh. I really should. We shouldn't laugh, should we? Yeah, you do. You do feel for him, because every time he seems to go for the ball, he just gets clunked.
Just bearing in mind the reason we're feeling such sympathy is he got a niggle this afternoon and wasn't even going to be on the bench. Just to make it worse, here's the Higuain finish.
Actually, from that angle, the back heel from Ronaldo is actually going miles away from Higuain. It was Donati's deflection into the Argentinian striker's path that made the goal, but good finish nonetheless.
Well, that's a miscommunication. Muratore involved, but Ramsey read it. Now here's Douglas Costa, and suddenly Juve have got players menacingly forward. It's Aaron Ramsey, got caught under his feet. And then it's Higuain deflected. Good stop, Gabriel.
Had to readjust, didn't he, his body, because of the deflection, but well, at the moment, it looks like one team is playing at certainly a high pace, and the other one has just gone. Lecce, nothing left in the legs.
We said it at the time, though, Tony, didn't we, that when you're chasing and chasing, it's hard enough, and then down to 10 after half an hour makes it almost impossible.
Yes, it does, and I think also, if you think how hard they worked in that first half an hour, they were closing everything down, being nice and tight and adventurous, you know, getting forward. Suddenly, when the legs do go, all that happens is you just drop deeper and deeper, and that's what's happened. Look at the players now; they're just heads down, running back towards their own goal and allowing Juve the ball in front of them. But they were spirited for a while, but second half's just been too much for them.
Higuain. Now Pjanic. 5 would be cruel, given how long they managed to hold out. 8 minutes into the second half when Juve made it 1-0. Fine effort from them. Now maybe there's a moment to savour, but not from Calderoni, I'm afraid. Oh dear. Just feeling that groin area, which isn't a good sign. On this evidence, Tony, do you give them a chance of staying up? I already mentioned who they've still got to play. They still got Samp, still got Genoa, Brescia, Udinese. It's in their hands to an extent.
It certainly is, and I think playing Juventus is always obviously a very difficult task. I think they showed plenty of spirit, but they'll need plenty more. What we have seen, I suppose, in their recent results is they leak goals, but they are adventurous and they can win games. So previous to the last 3 games, of course, they won those 3. So against teams down there, maybe so.
Well, there's the final whistle. Barely a second of time added on. If it was a fight, it would have been stopped a long while ago. Everyone's asking Ronaldo for his shirt. He's already promised it to somebody. Juve were held until half-time, until 8